Hi everybody, my name is Ray Genoway. I'm with Dell OEM Solutions, and we are at a warehouse in the city of Santa Ana in beautiful sunny Southern California. It's a warehouse operated by Santa Ana that we're going to talk about today. I'm also here with Bill and Mike, and before I ask them to introduce themselves, at Dell Technologies we are in the business of providing end-to-end solutions for customers and organizations who are performing digital transformation to be more competitive in this digital economy. We've been working with AWM for about 4 years now, initially providing Dell servers to power their frictionless retail and warehouse applications. Since then, Dell senior executives have gotten very involved in what we're doing, and we've now evolved to the point where we are promoting frictionless applications from AWM into stores and warehouses and doing this together. So at this point, Bill, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks. My name is Bill Leonhardt. I'm the Director of Product at AWM. I work on product design and innovation, and I manage our roadmaps to bring these products to life.
Thanks, Bill. And Mike, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and then tell us what we're looking at back here.
I will. Thanks, Ray. My name is Mike Devoni. I'm the Executive Vice President of OptiCrib. OptiCrib has been working with AWM for a little over 3 years now to develop frictionless technology for the B2B supply chain. I'm an old MRO guy, maintenance, repair, and operational supplies, and the calculation for MRO for decades has been high transaction, low cost distributed products. Those products focus on transactional efficiency in order to save money and deliver on time. The frictionless system is the best way I have ever seen for delivering materials low cost but high accuracy.
Okay, so Mike, can you tell us how you got involved with this warehouse?
Sure. So this site was our supplier's trusted customer for over 10 years. So there was a trust relationship between the supplier and the buyer, the end user. They asked permission. They'd been developing, along with us, the frictionless process for B2B. They asked if they could prototype, if they could pilot a unit in this warehouse. So we're in the Public Works warehouse for the city of Santa Ana, California. And city of Santa Ana is primarily a water utility. That's the brunt of their business as an industrial user. Our supplier effectively put in an annex. One of our products is for fast movers as an annex, as a spare, an area outside the main warehouse. That annex, that pilot program, led the customer a year later to saying, look, the accuracy is there, the productivity is there. Can you apply this technology to the rest of our main warehouse? And that's what we've done over the last 6 months. So what is frictionless technology? Well, from our perspective as a B2B provider, frictionless technology is grab and go. It's automating the warehouse management system, but in a passive, simplified way compared to earlier iterations of automation. The basic understanding, the basic process is, from a user perspective, grab and go. The user enters the area with some kind of secure ID. They can work with multiple colleagues or they can come in alone. They wand in, they walk into the space, they browse, they shop, they pick up what they need, they hand items to each other, and ultimately when they leave, the system checks them out. All we ask the shopper to do is confirm their cost accounting information to end the session. So what's happening with frictionless shopping is a computer vision system is watching the moves of those shoppers, whether they're working together or independently, and tracking their behavior. So the accountability, who got what, who is working with someone else, is the job of the computer vision system. What we've added is a weight sensing system that provides accuracy. So we have accountability. The accuracy, the best way to explain it is, if I walk up to a 4-inch bin with AAA batteries in it, and I put my hand over the bin and pick up 3, the optical system won't have seen the product, it won't see the quantity, but the weighing system will validate that I picked up 3 from the spot where the AAA batteries are. So accuracy is confirmed by the weight-based system. Together with computer vision and the software, the algorithm that's being used, we have an extraordinarily high accuracy rate without deploying resources, without 24/7 warehouse coverage. So we save in terms of customer wait time, procurement time, and the big labor savings is reduced warehouse labor requirement, especially in an economy where it's hard to find those folks.
So Bill, is there any functionality that AWM provided that's worth calling attention to?
Yeah, there is of course our standard functionality, which includes inventory monitoring, planogramming, and shopping transactions. But there's also alerts for products that have been misplaced. There's cost accounting data for profit and loss by project or department. And there's a product locator, which allows people to easily find products within the warehouse. All of this is then fed into a back-end integration with OptiCrib that makes the data easily usable by the city in a format they were expecting. Another thing of note is the gate entry system supports the employee badges, which gives them gate access without needing a smartphone or account creation.
And Bill, with all the different back-end systems that different organizations use, what kind of obstacles does that present?
Yeah, our software team has a strong focus on integrations for this very purpose. That's not to say that new integrations won't take any time to develop, but we do offer a wide variety of APIs and data flow out of the box, both independently and in conjunction with OptiCrib. We can also custom develop integrations for this purpose and are very flexible in that way.
And Mike, how do cities like Santa Ana operate? Is this the norm?
Yes, for industrial manufacturers, for municipalities, for utilities. Again, City of Santa Ana is primarily a water utility. So their interests are asset management, safety, security, reliability. When you have a break-fix problem or when you have scheduled maintenance, supply chain materials have to be reliably there, the counts have to be correct. So we're able to meet the needs for scheduled maintenance, break-fix maintenance with predictable supply lines and a transparent process, capturing data that people don't normally capture, especially when they're in a break-fix situation. The thing that we get through what Bill just said, which is the cost accounting and the data collection that's going directly into this customer's business system, what we get is budget accuracy and accountability. When things are broken, all you want to do is fix them, and determining how much labor and materials were used is generally hard for customers. In this case, and again, it's applicable to general manufacturing and a lot of different business-to-business practices, we provide that data, we make it simple for them.
I see. And Bill, how did AWM optimize for this type of environment?
Yeah, there are certainly differences between a retail environment and a warehouse environment. And so the first thing we did is solve for pallets. So we created pallet scales that can hold up to 10,000 pounds. They're ruggedized. They have some safety functionality built into them. This also enables us to do some tracking of events with forklifts. On the other side, we optimize our detection to be able to handle small and lightweight objects. So we can detect down to 2 grams with event localization so we know exactly where the event occurred. We also then built a solution for long-handled items and unusually sized and shaped items. And so that provides a durable background on a scale with a rail around it as well.
Mike, can you tell us, before you went to AWM, what other technologies did you explore?
Great question. The industry has chased automation for decades, and material handling automation has eluded the industry. So industrial distributors have heavily used industrial vending solutions, and vending has its drawbacks. The primary drawbacks are smaller quantities being housed and only small items. It's relatively hard to vend a chainsaw, as an example. But with our product, with frictionless shopping, you're able to have any standard quantity, pallet quantity, shelf quantity, normal warehouse goods are easily vendable without having to repack. And this is really the issue with vending. When you get past the cost of the equipment itself, it's the cost to operate it. The operational expense for vending includes repacking and handling every item at the unit of issue. The other technology we looked at, and that our industry uses occasionally because there are good applications for it, is RFID technology, where you're tagging each item that needs to be tracked in and out of the inventory. Well, that's part of the problem with RFID is the cost to operate requires that you print labels, match them to the product at the unit of issue. So a box of safety glasses, each pair of safety glasses have to have that RFID tag. The OpEx for vending is about 85% higher than the OpEx for running our business system. The OpEx for RFID is about 50% higher than running our business system. With frictionless shopping, the supplier's OpEx basically boils down to putting away items on a standard shelf or pallet. The put away process is all we're left with when it's automated.
So Mike, what was the compelling reason for choosing AWM?
When we looked at the competing technologies, the ROI and inventory accuracy were compelling. So the inventory accuracy means that you don't have shutdown, you know a product is on the shelf when you need it. For MRO guys, a lot of it is high use, high transaction, but some of it is critical spares. And with the water utility, there are a lot of critical spares. So the reliability, the accuracy, without having people manage the warehouse 24/7, that goes to the ROI, but it is compelling. When we talk to people in our industry, industrial suppliers and industrial consumers, their eyes open up to the potential. They understand what we're saying. They think about the limited labor supply for warehouse management, and they go straight to, how do we optimize this? How do we get involved with this product? We think our markets for this type of warehouse automation will flip within 2 years.
So Bill, we all know that Dell is a major player in the server business and end-to-end technology solutions. Can you talk a little bit about how you work with Dell?
Yeah, Dell is quite arguably the most trusted server brand. And so we looked at some of the other top players and we felt like the differences in the quality of the offerings and the quality of our experience was night and day. It's important that we have the most robust platform and that our provider is priced competitively and has the scale to ensure we don't run into issues. Our decision was validated when, during some of the worst times in the supply chain crunch, we were still able to fulfill orders. And Dell's supported alternative configurations to be able to adapt and reduce lead times. Also, it's important to us that Dell has a solid relationship with NVIDIA since they supply our GPUs for all of our AI processing. Dell's Pro support is also really easy to talk to on the rare occasion that there's an issue. We're also expanding our relationship with Dell to include activities that had been previously worked on by other technicians.
Well, thanks for that testimony. So Mike, as companies and organizations adopt frictionless technology for their warehouses, retail stores, what are some of the obstacles?
We feel very strongly that the missing link is industry awareness. Our customers in B2B anticipate that computer vision AI is coming to inventory control. The first time they hear this message, they see an operating system, a demo or a live system, they say, we knew this was coming, but we didn't know it was already here.
And what other formats can you bring this technology to in the industrial supply space?
We have several pre-engineered solutions. And then we offer, as you would expect, this warehouse as an example, custom application of the technology. But the pre-engineered solutions are intended to meet specific use case functions. One of them is a mobile unit, a job trailer for construction, but also for outages on the power side and turnarounds and petrochems. And those units leverage other partner solutions along with those mobile units. Some of our customers also see the mobile units as great for proof of concept. Instead of putting in an annex, you use a mobile, build understanding and reliability, and then go on to larger warehouses. Our largest pre-engineered solution is designed to be a turnkey operation aimed at a small manufacturing plant, meaning fewer than 200 employees on ground. Those size plants generally have an unmanaged process for indirect materials. This solution, again, represents a turnkey end-to-end solution without having to hire and without having to have part-timers work the process.
So this is very exciting. At Dell, we're in the business of using technology to drive human progress. And we are delighted to be working with companies like AWM and OptiCrib. Thank you.